Hello, welcome guys. Welcome to automationtesthub.com. So today's topic is actions. So in this topic, today we will discuss about type of actions, inserting call to actions, insert call to new actions, insert call to existing, call to copy, creating an action, splitting actions, how to rename the actions, how to delete the actions, and making reusable and non-reusable actions, and calling an existing action, copying an action, action parameters. Okay, so open the UFT first, create the new test, select the topic, save as actions, click on the create button. Now what is actions? So action is a basically, you can say, this is action is a basically editor where you can write your QTP scripts. Just like any other editor, the action have a few feature, like whenever you will create any new action, then the one thing, the one local repository automatically created and associated with this action, and one is data table will be created and automatically it will associated to these actions. So action is a basically editor where you can write your QTP scripts. Okay, so actions is basically three types. First one is reusable action, reusable action. Second, non reusable action, and third one is external action. So what is reusable action? The thing is, the reusable action is basically type of action which can use multiple time, or you can say which can call in a single test multiple times. Like suppose if I have created the multiple actions, like I want to perform login operation, after that I want to perform lead operation, then edit lead, then delete lead, and if we make each and every actions independent, then what you have to do, you have to call login action many times in your script. Whenever you need to login in application, then every time you need to call login action. So if you will make the particular action as a reusable, then it will, then you can use particular action multiple time in your script. And what is non-reusable action? Non-reusable action, you can only run your non-reusable action only single time in your script. If you want to run your script, and if you want to run any action, any particular action one time, then you can use non-reusable action. So you need to write here non-reusable actions, like where the real-time scenario, like where you want to use reusable action and non-reusable action. So reusable action you can use where if you want to run your particular action multiple time, like I have already given you example, like if you want to login action multiple time, then you have to create login action as a reusable. And if you want to perform any operation single time in your test, like before running the particular action, or before executing any scenario, if you want to connect database with your UFT, then suppose it will happen only one time, then you can use as a that action as a non-reusable actions. Okay, And what is external action? External action is basically the action which belongs to the other test, not in this test. You can call this like, suppose if you are making test with different modules, like if we have a module lead management in application, and I want to create a separate test for lead management. In that lead management test, you have to create like login, create lead, edit lead, something like that. And another, and if you want to create another test for another module like inventory, and in inventory you have to use perform so many operations, but of before accessing the inventory you have to first login into the application. At that time you can call login action from lead management test. So login action will be the external action in current test, right? So we can see these things with one by one with example. So first I want to create few actions, and I want to perform like how to create action, how to rename actions, how to delete actions, all in that, right? So for creating any new actions, here is a symbol present like insert call to new action. By clicking on this, you can call any new actions. Even the, and also you have option over here like you can call to new action. So by using both option, you can create any new actions. Like I'm clicking here to create new action, and now I'm giving the name of the action. You can give the name of particular action like login. And here you can write your description, anything if you want to write like what this action will do. Like I can write here something, this action can be used for login. Okay, login into the application. Okay, so that's like you can particular, you can write anything over here. So there is a checkbox present. If you default, it is already selected. If you unchecked it, then your action will be created as a non-reusable action. And if you will select this option, then this action will be created as a reusable action. Okay, so I am making it is as a reusable action. Okay, now you can see here login action is created, the name is login. Okay, now creating again action, new action, call. Now I'm giving the name is like lead, or you can say I'm giving the name create lead, right? Now I'm again making this action as a reusable action, and now I'm creating one new action, another new action like delete action. Okay, and now creating one more action, and the action name is logout. And now I'm checking this is unchecked, and now I'm making this as a non-reusable action. Click OK. Now you have you can see here there are the so many actions are present like action 1, login action, create lead, and delete action. Sorry, delete action. Actually, it should be delete lead. No issue. We can rename it. So there are the so many actions are present. So what you can do here, like here is your option toolbar. Here you can see all the things are present like function library, local function, test object, all that. And here is a solution explorer. So in solution explorer you can see here the everything is present. Like this is the actions group. In actions there are the lot of actions are there. If you want to rename any actions, then what you have to do here, right click on that action and you can rename it. Click here and you need to like give the name delete lead. and click yes. So by this way you can rename any of the action name. And suppose if you want to delete any action, then you have to just right click and choose the option delete, and you can delete it. Okay. And other way, if you want to change, if you want to change anything, like go to the property. Here you can see all the things like what actions, action name, logout, action description, and here is the option present, like if you want to make it reusable or non reusable, then you can choose this option. Like here I am already created the logout, and logout I have created, one second, go to the property. Here you can see the login action is, we have created login action like as a reusable action, then it is checked. And we have created the logout action as a non reusable, so here you can see it is unchecked, right? So by checking uncheck, you can make it reusable, non reusable anytime, right? So we have seen here how to create the action, how to delete the action, how to rename the action, and how to create, how to make it reusable and non reusable. Okay. So next thing is, whenever you have created any action, go to the repository, and now you can see by the action name there are the lots of local repository has been created with respect to particular actions. Okay. So I am just recording the few scripts related to these actions, and you can also change the sequence of any action using the only drag and drop operation. Like if you want to change it, like you can see here the actions and action flow. If you want to log in, create, delete and log out, and now it will end. Okay. So just writing the script, just opening the login first, and here I want to create the script for login. So for that, first I have to launch the application, system util dot run. I explore http colon double slash localhost colon 100. Now run this script. Now your application has been launched. Okay. So in login action, what I want to do is, go to the login action, and I want to record the script. Click on the record button, press OK, go to the application and perform the login operation. Admin, admin, and click on login button. Okay. Now go to the action one, login action, and click on stop button. Right. Now again go to the create lead action and click on record button, and now I'm creating the lead. Click new lead, ATH, and now giving the company name automation test hub. Click on save button. Okay. Stop this action, stop the recording, and now go to delete lead action, and now perform the recording operation, and click on the delete. Okay. Stop, and now go to the logout actions, and here now you need to log out the particular action. click on the recording button and go to the application and click on the logout link. Now click on the stop. Now you can see here in each and every actions we have few scripts, right? In login action you can see we have performed here the login operation. After that, create lead, then delete lead, then log out. Okay, so I'm saving the script. Now I'm going to run this script. Let's see what's happened. Now going to run this script. Then what it will do, the UFT will run all the actions. Okay, so let's see, click on run button. Now launching the application login. Now these all four actions have been run sequentially, like first login, then create lead, then delete lead, then log out. Okay, so what we have to do here, like now I'm going to make a driver script, something like that. We need a action where we need to call particular any actions. Okay, so for that, suppose I'm creating the new action called driver script. Okay, now what I want to do here, I want to run only, suppose I want to perform only login and logout operation, and I don't want to run create lead and delete lead. So what we will do here, so we need to call here, go to the design, and here call to existing action, select the current test and select the action, like first we need to login and click on OK button. Here you can see in go to the again driver script, you can see here the one line of code is written by UFT. Run action login one iteration. Okay, now again I want to call logout, so go to the design and call to the existing action, and here I want to call logout, but logout is not showing. Why? Okay, because logout is an external action, that's why it is not showing over here. So for now, first, for right now, we are going to make it as a reusable. Later on we will change it. Okay, now I'm saving this project. Now again go to the design and call to existing action, and now calling to logout. Okay, now go to the driver script again. Now you can see here there are the both action login and logout. And now what I need to do, whenever you will press this run button, then what it will do, it first it will run login, then it will run create lead, then it will run delete lead, then it will run logout, then again it will run login and logout according to the sequence. So just run it and see what happened. Okay, fine. So now I'm closing all the browsers. Now what I want to do, now I want to run only login and log out actions, and I don't want to run create lead and delete lead action. Then what we have to do here, so that we need to only here like you have to write script exit test whenever, and there are the multiple options so that you can run the particular actions. Like if I want to run only those three lines of three line of code, then you can click here, right click, and you have a option over here, run from steps. Then what UFT will do, UFT will execute these two lines, then it will execute third line. Whenever if UFT read this third line, then UFT will, your compiler will exit from this test and your test will be stopped, right? And it will not be running these two actions. Okay, now click on the run button. You can see now login and now log out, and now your script is stopped, right? So by using run action method, you can run, you can call and run but any particular actions according to your requirement. So it is very useful whenever in the future if you will have to create particular reusable action based framework, then you need to create a driver script, something like that, where according to your scenario or according to your requirement you can call the particular actions. Okay, so this is the very important thing, run action command, which is used to call the any actions or any number of iterations. For here one iteration, we can also use the all iteration. So one iteration and all iteration feature we will see in data table chapter. Basically here we can use it. Suppose if you have a, if you want to use, if you want to run this action with 10 number of different records. Suppose if you have a particular 10 number of records in your Excel and you want to perform login and logout operation with 10 users, 10 set of data, then what you have to do here, like you have to write here all iteration and you have to put all these data in data tables, like here in data tables, then your script will run automatically 10 times. So these things with practical example I will let you know in data table chapter. Okay, so here we are not covering those things, right? So this is the call to existing command. By using call to existing, also we can call another actions, we can call the actions from external test also, that is called, you can say that action, we can say that is a, that will be the external actions, like that. I am calling the external action over here. So call to the existing action, select the particular test over here, like there are a lot of tests is present, like in last my previous topic, like object repository. In object repository there was 3 actions, then I'm selecting action 1 and click OK. Then you can see here the action 1 is coming from object repository test, right? Go to the driver script and you can see here action 1 from the test name object repository. If you want to run this, you can run this by using, like performing the run from step. Click on OK. Now it will run that action. So this is the basically, you can say you can call any external action within a test. So now action 1 is here is an external action of this test, because this action belongs to the object repository test, right? So another thing is, if you want to perform call to a copy action, suppose I want to copy any particular actions, then you can make a copy of that action. Because suppose if you want to I'm giving the one example, like I am creating a new action. Okay, and if I want to copy, I'm here copying the login script. Press the control C, and now I am going to paste the code over here. So whenever I will run this script will not be run. Let's see how. Suppose application, I am closing all the window, and now I want to run this script. Run from the step, press OK. Now you can see here with Tiger CRM, object was not found in object repository. It means this object is not found in object repository. Go to the object repository, select the action 7, and you can see here there is nothing. That's why your script is not working. So in a UFT, you cannot copy any code from any action, because each line of code associated with the on objects, you can say. So whenever your code will be executed, at that time your code required the object. Okay, so without object your script will not be run. So for that you cannot use the copy code mechanism, right? So for that, what you need to do, you need to perform, or you can say you need to do call to copy, you need to perform call to copy action. By using this method, the copy of action will be created, and the same thing, it will copy the object repository also. Like this, I am copying the particular action, like go to the driver script, and what I want to do is, like, I want to copy the particular action, call to copy action. Here you can select the particular test from where you want to copy. So I'm selecting the current test, and now I want to copy the login script, and click on OK button. Do you want to change? Yes. Okay, now you can see the copy of login is created. The new action is created, copy of login. Now go to the repository. You can see here copy of the login is local repository is created, and here you can see that all the three objects are copying from login. Like you can see there is the three objects, the all objects has been copied from login to copy of login. Okay, so if you want to copy in any number of lines code, then you have to perform the call to copy operations. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to deleting these actions because this is not required at this time. Delete, delete. This is the, here you can see also this is the external action, right? Because we have called the action 1. So I'm also deleting this. You cannot delete these actions. Click on delete. Right? Now what I want to do it, now I am also deleting the particular driver script, and I'm deleting actually all the actions one by one. this is reusable action, then we can delete it. Actually this is the single action, that's why it is not deleted. So call to the new action, and I'm giving the action name is like all script. Okay, click on OK button. Now I'm going to explore bar and want to delete it. Now it will delete. Okay, so what we will do here, I want to record the scripts in a single page, in a single actions. Okay, so what we have to do here, click on the record button and performing the operations on application, like login the application, click on new lead, ATH, automation test hub, click on save button, delete and log out, click on stop button. Okay, suppose if you want to break these code, or you can say if you want to these separate, if you want to separate these code in different actions, like we have performed the operation, like here you can say by these three number of line code login, and these codes create related to the create lead, and these two lines are related to the delete lead, and this is for the logout. Now I want to create separate actions for these line of codes. So how will you do it? If you will copy these line of code, if you will create a separate actions like login, create lead, delete lead, and if you will copy these lines of code in each and every actions, then your script will not be run because objects will not be copied, right? So that for that UFT have a one feature, like you can split your action in multiple tests, in multiple actions. Like if you want to split these actions in multiple actions, then what we have to do here, you can right click over here and go to the actions, and here you can see the operation split. One second, this is the all script, and go to the design. Can you see over here? Just hold on. So where you can see in actions, split action is not present. So in UFT 12.0, yeah, you can say in UFT this mechanism is not present. Earlier it was present in QTP 10.0 and 11.0. Okay, fine. So we have seen here what is action, type of action, how to call to in new action, how to create the actions, how to call the existing action, how to perform the copy action, and how to renaming the action, deleting the action, how to making it reusable and non-reusable, calling to existing action, and copying the actions. And last one is action parameter. So about the action parameter, we will read these things in parameterization. Okay, so that's all in action. And so in next chapter we will learn about data tables. So it is a very important chapter. Okay, you can also see all these things these things in our automation test hub.com under QTP tutorial section. You can see these all details, right? How you can perform these operations, right? So that's all in this section actions. Thanks.